Okay, so in that little area, the radiator needs to go back. So I'm gonna try to use my body hammers instead of cutting it. And so we'll see what happens. If I mess it up, at least we'll be on camera. It's pretty good. Great fitment. That'll work. It's the next morning. Absolutely beautiful day out. Getting to work. I've done some stuff already. Put some intercooler piping on. Started mocking it up. Just held in with wire to get the height right, to get all the pipes to fit right. I hammered in this corner to make a little clearance there. Probably needs a little bit more, but the placement isn't final. Started working on clocking the turbo, and I got it pointed the right direction, but this bracket then doesn't fit in the right spot. So I have to cut it in that area so I can move it over one bolt and move this brace over one bolt. I'll film that a little bit. I'm not going to use the tile wastegate. This is an old school original one. I'll have to get a different spring for it. That'll be kind of a phase 2. Also not going to use the 4-core radiator. It's just too fat, won't fit. This one will have enough room. It's scooched over really close to the body there, so I'm still gonna have to cut and re-weld the spot welds on the bottom brackets to get it to sit over and tighter, and use the aftermarket fan there. Other than that, it's going pretty good. I made a pattern for a plate, block off plate. I'll make that myself. Save a couple bucks. The filter has to be installed with the turbo because it's so tight. Otherwise it just doesn't fit. Which is, you know, we'll see how that goes. And got it lifted up so that way I can work on it a little better. Trim those because they eventually will just get burned up by the tires and caught from it being so low. So making good progress. I found on Amazon they sell a blank plate that I could weld this flange directly to, and it'll be that much closer. So that'll give a lot more clearance for this whole radiator problem if I forgo the wastegate and just go with the tile instead. It's been a few years since I've messed with all this Honda stuff, and things have come a long way, so I'm kind of learning at the same rate as the kids these days are, so it's kind of cool. All right, I'll check back in on the next something interesting happens.